Lagrange's method of undetermined variables. So sometimes we are required to find out stationary values of a function which not only has independent variables but also some variables which are some given relations. So for that we use Lagrange's method. Let's see how the method goes. So let's take a function u equals to f of x comma y comma z. Now u is a function with three variables x, y, z, and these variables are connected by some relation. So that relation, let it be phi of x comma y comma z equals to 0. So for u to have stationary values, it's required that du by dx equals to 0, du by dy equals to 0, du by dz equals to 0. We saw this condition in the before video. So this also means the total differential du equals dou u by dou x into dx plus dou u by dou y into dy plus dou u by dou z equals to 0. Let's take this as 1 and this as 2. Now like du, if you also differentiate equation 2, we get d phi equals to dou phi by dou x into dx plus dou phi by dou y into dy plus dou phi by dou z into dz, and this will also be equals to 0. So this whole thing you multiply with lambda and add equation 3 and 4. Take dx as common, so we get dx dou u by dou x plus lambda dou phi by dou x plus take dy common, dou u by dou y plus lambda dou phi by dou y and dz dou u by dou z plus lambda dou phi by dou z. This all is equals to 0. So for this equation to be 0, it will only be satisfied when these terms are equals to 0. Now this whole equation is equals to 0 when these terms are equal to 0. That means we get dou u by dou x plus lambda dou phi by dou x equals to 0, dou u by dou y plus lambda dou phi by dou y equals to 0, and dou u by dou z plus lambda dou phi by dou z equals to 0. So these three equations with this second equation together will help us determine the values of x, y, z and lambda, for which u is stationary. So to do the Lagrange's method, let's see the working rule again. So our first step would be writing a new function f, which is basically equation 1 plus 2, that is f of x comma y comma z plus lambda phi x comma y comma z. Now after we do this, we are supposed to obtain the equations. Dou f by dou x equals to 0, dou f by dou y equals to 0, dou f by dou z equals to 0. That's basically these three equations. That's our second step. And the third step, we solve these above equations with our second equation, f of x comma y comma z equals to 0. So that would give us the values of x, y, z, which will give the stationary value of the given function u, that is f of x comma y comma z. So let's do a problem. So this is our given problem. We are supposed to find out the maximum value of this function, and this is our given constraint. That means f of x comma y comma z would be x bar m y bar n into z bar p, and our phi of x comma y comma z would be x plus y plus z, and we're going to send the a over there because our function phi should be equals to 0. So our first step is to write out our new function f is equals to this plus this function plus this function into a parameter lambda. We would get x bar m y bar n z bar p plus lambda into x plus y plus z minus a. And our second step, for the stationary values of this new function, we need to find out dou f by dou x equals to 0, dou f by dou y, dou f by dou z. We need to make them equal to 0. Let's partially differentiate this function with respect to x. We would get m x bar m minus 1 y bar n z bar p. Here we have lambda x, so that will be plus lambda equals to 0. Now differentiate this with respect to y. we would get n into x bar m y bar n minus 1 z bar p plus lambda, so lambda y, that's y, and now equals to 0. So for this one, differentiate this function with respect to z, we would get p x bar m y bar n z bar p minus 1 plus lambda again and equate it to 0. Now we need to solve these equations. For all these equations, take lambda to the other side. We would get mx bar m minus 1 z bar y bar n z bar p equals minus lambda. It would look like this, and here p x bar m y bar n z bar p minus 1 equals to minus lambda. All these equations have minus lambda on the right side, so we can equate all these three. Then we would get mx bar m minus 1 y bar n z bar p equals to n x bar m y bar n minus 1 z bar p equals to p x bar m y bar n and z power minus 1 equals to minus lambda. So divide this whole equation with x bar m y bar n and z bar p and keep that aside. When we do that, we would get these both get cancelled, we get an x in the denominator, so m by x, n by y by z. This also means the sum of all the numerators by their denominators would also give an equal ratio, right? So this is what we get. Remember, in our third rule, we are supposed to solve these three equations with respect to our constraint, that is x plus y plus z equals to a, right? So we get m plus n plus p by a. So our maximum value occurs at z equals to, equate this and this, we'd get ma by m plus n plus p, and y would be na by m plus n plus p, and our z would be pa by m plus n plus p. And our maximum value of f of x comma y comma z would be, we have to substitute these three values in our given function. Function is x bar m, y bar n and z bar p, right? So our x is ma to the power m by m plus n plus p to the power m into na to the power n m plus n plus p to the power n, and pa to the power p divided by m plus n plus n to the power p. This can also be written as, this is our answer, and these are our xyz coordinates.